A long time ago, a tiny ant and a huge elephant lived in a forest. This huge elephant is very strong and used to get furious about petty things. He underestimated every other small animal living in that forest. Somewhere in the forest, the tiny ant lived with her family in a deep hole. The ant was kind and hardworking. Every day, this tiny ant along with her family would go in search of food. They would meet the elephant regularly on their way. Every time when they met the elephant would make fun of ants and trouble them. The giant elephant was very proud of his strength and his body. Each time, he would use his strength to upset the ants. All the members of the ants family were anxious about the elephant's prank. One fine morning, when the tiny ant and her family went off to get their food, the elephant sprayed water from his trunk on the pole. This incident shocked the entire ant family and the tiny ant started to cry. Seeing the ant cry, the elephant said furiously,
"Stop crying or I will crush you to death."
The poor tiny ant stopped crying, but she decided to teach a lesson to the giant elephant. One afternoon, when the elephant was sleeping, the ant slowly crawled in the elephant's trunk and started biting him. The elephant woke up due to the ant bite. The elephant started to get hurt. He tried everything but could not get that tiny ant out. After some time, he started to feel restless. He was such a giant animal, still he could not get the ant out of his trunk. The elephant started to cry loudly. There was nothing left for him to do. He was exhausted and tired. Then the ant said, "This is how it feels when you hurt others. From now, you should remember this when you are hurting someone." Out of pity and came out of the elephant's trunk. The elephant was finally relieved. He was happy. The elephant had learned his lesson. From that day, he promised not to trouble any creature in the forest. This is how the giant elephant learned his lesson. After this, everyone in the forest lived happily ever after. Moral of the story: never underestimate anyone. With this, don't underestimate yourself as well. You are capable of doing anything, more than you can imagine.